Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, I'm getting a late start tonight, much later than I thought that I was gonna get to vlogging. I actually thought that I would be vlogging at like 5:30 today, but my day just got completely crazy today for no real reason. You just have those days where it's like one thing happens. And it was a lot of uploading stuff, honestly. I was having a lot of problems, not really with my computer, but like with uploading things. And you know how recently people have been asking, I think it's like in my head, where people have been like, somebody asked me and then I said something about it in a vlog, and then like 2 days later, somebody else asked me like on another channel, they said, do you ever upload your videos on the wrong channels? Well, today I did. And it was just a mess. And I didn't even realize it until I was completely done. I uploaded my drama video on my vlog channel, and I didn't even realize it until it was like all the way done. So then I had to go back in. I was already uploading other videos. And so then I had to go back in, and I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? And so I had to like go in and check to make sure. I know this sounds like nothing, but it's not like 5 minutes. So in between all this, I'm like watching videos back, I'm making thumbnails. So the filming of the videos today honestly didn't take me that long. It was the in between all this stuff that took me so long. I've sat in this chair now since like Alex got home really early today. And so I've been sitting in this chair since probably, I don't know, about 4:30, 4:45, and it is currently 7:30. So I've been sitting here for like 3 hours trying to figure out this video stuff. I just uploaded my Peter Does Stuff video for the day, which if you guys are doing this with me, I started in February where I'm doing a addiction and recovery memoir read-along. So if you guys would like to join that, it's like, you don't have to like read all the books, you can just read one or the other. So today I did my review and reaction to the February books, which was Drinking a Love Story by Carolyn Knapp and Dry by Augustin Burroughs. And then I picked the book for March. So that was my Peter Does Stuff channel today. And then my video for Peter Watches TV today was going to be my PO unboxing. But Alex had texted me that that was going to be on my Peter Does Stuff channel. So I was like, okay, I got to get these memoirs out. So I'll do the PO unboxing tomorrow because Alex texted me that he was coming home early. So I was like, okay, I've got to make sure I get these videos. So the unboxing sometimes can be like 40 minutes. And so I was like, okay, we'll save that for tomorrow. So I did the memoir, recovery memoir, right before he came home. And then on my Peter Watches TV channel, I did a reaction and a review to The Gorge, the movie that we watched this weekend. And then on my BookTube channel, because I want to pick my books for March, and some of my books were in a plastic bag in the garage for this haul that I was going to do. I know it doesn't probably sound as confusing as it all is, but like I have the PO box unboxing stuff in this box in the garage, and then on top of it I had this bag of all the books because I was like, have I already shown these books in a haul? So I tried to like gather up all the new books and put them in a bag, and then the bag ripped. It just was one thing after another today. I mean, you know, it's funny because I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago I would have been so scattered and I would have been like, oh my god, and today I just was kind of like, this is what peace and serenity does for your life, because you just kind of laugh at it and you're like, well, I'll get done when I get done, I guess. I'm not gonna borrow trouble over it and stress out. So anyway, so I wanted to do the book haul today. I said to you guys yesterday all the book videos that I got for this week and next week. I wanted to do the book haul first because to pick my books for March, I wanted to do the haul because some of my, once I do the haul, then I can put some of the books away, and then the books that I pull out, because on the counter, in the kitchen counter, I just like to, which I like this little desk area over there, I just like to have the books that I'm reading out, and then also next to it I have the books that I have to review, and then I don't get confused, right? This makes sense to me. So are any of you guys like organize stuff like this? It doesn't make sense to anybody else but you, and you have a system, and your system works for you, and if anybody disrupts your system. You know, Alex has a system too. I don't disrupt his, like with his clothes. I don't ever disrupt his system of his clothes, and he doesn't ever disrupt my system of like this organization around here where I have like 4 notebooks that 3 of them don't make any sense and I don't use, but I have to have them there anyway. And my book set up, because I came down and had I finished that? I must have, oh, I brought all this stuff down after he got home. And he goes, that's a lot of books. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to put them over here. I'm going to do this tomorrow because I'm going to put them in the bookshelf tomorrow. But anyway, I wanted to do the book haul so that I could go through those books and figure out which books of those I'm going to read for March. Because I'm picking out like 4 or 5 books that I'm going to read every month, and then I read them over the course of the month, and at the end of the month, I have 4 or 5 books I'm done. See, that's how it works. Plus, I like to have like an hour or two where I just read a little bit here and there every night. So I did that video. So my booktube video is posted. My Peter Watches TV video review of The Gorge is posted. My recovery memoir and addiction video for the memoirs is posted, and then my drama video is uploading for the 2nd time today. And then I forgot that I hadn't made thumbnails for these videos. So then I had to go in. I was like, I thought I had. And so because I was sitting here with like this pen, and on one of, I started like, so on my pad I was just kind of going like this, and I put a dot next to the video, and that means I've made a thumbnail. Well, on one of them I had a dot next to it, and so I was like, oh, I already did the thumbnails, and so I put the other dots in, but I hadn't made any thumbnails. So then I had to go back and make the thumbnails for all the videos. It's been a confusing day today for me. I don't know. It's just been a confusing day. So anyway, but everything is sorted now, and everything is good now. Speaking of books, I will say this. So I finished last night the 6th Alex Cross novel. I think I talked about this yesterday, but I decided to listen to it on Audible. I didn't love the narrator, but I didn't hate the narrator either. For me, a narrator really like makes or breaks a book. Oh, my drama video is done. Well, I'll post this afterwards. But a narrator really makes or breaks a book for me. I don't dislike the narrator, but I don't think the narrator is fantastic. But Mel said that the narrators on each of the book is different. So I don't know going into March if I'm going to listen to them on Audible or if I'm going to read them. I mean, I have the physical copy books of all of them. So it just kind of depends on like how fast I get into my reading and stuff like that. I will say this, whatever I do, between now and next week, I'm going to read 2 of them and then save the 3rd one for the end of the month because I am not going to be down to the wire with rushing through these books again. I'm not going to do that. But I'm really enjoying the Alex Cross books. Are any of you guys doing it with me, or any of you read? You know, I do these read-alongs, and I do them real. It's funny because I was talking about this like in my, well, I don't know how much I got into this, but in my video today about my recovery memoirs, like, you know, I get this idea where I think, oh, it'd be fun to read like all these recovery memoirs again, and then I make a video out of it. I don't make a video out of it like this huge project, like I think 300 people are going to do it. I mean, I feel like if 1 or 2 people do it, like that's cool, you know, we're all reading the same thing. But it's really just to motivate me. It's kind of like this self-created, imposed project that I do for me, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. I mean, it's actually really, you know, I mean, 6 Alex Cross novels I've read this year, so it's at 6. I did not finish my graphic novel that I wanted to finish. I think I have like 10 pages left. I read a little bit of it last night, but I didn't finish it. And I haven't started my March books yet, so I think I have 10 pages of that, so I'll probably finish that tonight, and that will be my 21st book that I have finished for this year. My goal is 112, so Nikki's goal is 112, and I think Mel's goal, I think maybe it's 110 or 100, I can't remember, but anyway, I'm sure Tanya has probably already read like 40 books. She reads like a book a day. It's crazy. So last month, I had started the book The Deep by Nick Cutter, and he wrote like The Troop, and I'd actually just bought one of his audiobooks recently called The Queen, and so I was probably 40 or 50 pages into it, reading it, and I really like it. Let me pull up the synopsis for you guys really quick on The Deep by Nick Cutter. I'm really into these like stories of like dystopian, I mean, I love like world-ending stories, you know, people that trying to survive, and so The Deep is about like this flu kind of thing that goes around and people are dying. They get this thing called the Gits, which is where they forget everything. And his brother, it's this guy named Luke, and The Deep, Nick Cutter. And his brother is like this fantastic scientist that is, how much is too much? What is this? What does this guy say? Fantastic, but it tries to weave too many different things together. This is a review on BookTube that this guy did. I don't want to read the review but this guy did this review. This guy looks like he's about my age. Never heard of this guy before. Criminale. Oh, okay. Oh, he's got a book club on Patreon. I could do that. I probably won't, but I could. Oh, he just posted this 6 days ago. This book has been out for a while. That's interesting. How much is Too Much? The Deep by Nick Cutter. How long is this video? Oh, it's only 8 minutes. What other kind of stuff does he read? Maybe we would like the same kind of stuff. Crime Pulp Horror, that kind of thing. What's in the box? Opening 2 mysterious boxes of... I think I found somebody else that I like. I feel like every time I'm on the vlog, I find new people that I like. Weekly wrap-up, March. I don't know anything about this person. I've never heard of this person before in my entire life. Oh, he's got a lot of members-only videos on here. A Masterpiece of Suspense, A Kiss Before Dying by Ira Levin. He wrote Rosemary's Baby. Is he the same guy? Is that the movie that they made into it later? 10 authors with ridiculously long careers. How long has he been posting videos? What was his oldest video? 3 years ago. Oh, there's a lot of Stephen King. Oh, My Heart is a Chainsaw. I read that book. I'm going to have to check this guy out. I'm going to subscribe to his channel. I don't know anything about this person, but we'll just leave him up here and then I can go back and watch him later. Anyway, so I had been reading the book, The Deep by Nick Cutter. And then I was like, you know what? I think I want to listen to it on Audible because it's really, really long. And so I was like, that's going to be my next Audible read because I'd finished Roses Are Red. And so I downloaded an Audible. I have like 1 credit left, but I bought it. So this is how I go about the Audible credits. Okay, so I get 2 Audible credits a month because I'm like, you can either get 1 a month or you can get 2 a month, and I get 2 credits a month. So a credit translates to like $11.66 or something like that. It's like almost $12. So if a book is around like $12, $13, $14, I'll buy it. Like you can go in there and you can buy it yourself. A lot of them are on sale. If a book is like $17 or $18, or more, I use a credit for it. If it's $15 or more, I usually use a credit on it. But a lot of the books are cheaper. So last night I bought it. It was like $14 something. The prices on Audible are always really interesting. They're like $14.34 or something like that. So but I bought that last night and then I started listening to it. I actually listened to the part where I was in the physical copy book. So Nikki actually listens to audiobooks and reads along as she's like listens to them sometimes. She's a big physical copy reader, but just recently she's been listening to audiobooks. And so sometimes she'll like listen along while she's reading the book, which I think that's kind of fun. But anyway, so I listened to that last night. And, yeah, I'm really liking it. So, I'm loving reading again. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm so back into reading. I just made some coffee. This is I have like half a box left of it, of the Barney's, the Santa's White Christmas. So, this is my mug for the day. This is actually, I think I shared this the last time. When I was really into like the clay coffee mugs, I bought a bunch of these, I think on Etsy or something like that. I think I got this one on Etsy, I don't remember. Maybe on Amazon, Etsy I think though. I really like this mug. But an interesting fact about this mug. So when I film videos, because you see how tall it is, when I film videos in the kitchen, I open the blinds in the kitchen and then I put this mug up there and then I put my camera, like I turn it over. I'm not going to turn it over, the coffee would go everywhere, obviously. So I put this mug upside down and then I put the camera on top of it. And this is my tripod for when I film videos in the kitchen window. Just a little knowledge for you there. This is actually my first cup of coffee today at 7:30 at night. Oh my God. Do you know what I have been drinking lately at night? I don't know when it was. It's probably expired and I don't even care. A while ago, no, I think I checked and it wasn't. I got a 24 box of like Tim Horton. I don't know, whenever I say Tim Horton coffee on here, people always say they like it. But of the Tim Horton decaf coffee. And so late at night recently, I've been like wanting coffee, but I don't want to drink coffee. Like to have 1 cup of coffee late at night while I'm watching a show, I could probably do that. I don't want to, press my luck. Like, do you guys remember that game show back in the day? I don't want to press my luck with like 3 or 4 cups of coffee, but I really like the taste of coffee late at night, especially if I'm watching like detective shows like Elsbeth, Matlock, any kind of show like that. And so I'm like crave, because like if I'm watching like a movie and they're drinking lemonade in it, I want to drink lemonade. Do you guys do that at all? You know? Or if I'm like reading a book and they're like talking about drinking coffee in the book, then I want to drink coffee in the book too, you know? So I'm very much that person. So if I'm watching something like late at night and I'm like craving coffee, I want a cup of coffee, but I usually drink like no caffeine herbal tea. I don't really believe I'm that greatly affected by caffeine. And I think that because I talk so much about coffee and stuff on here, I think that there's probably like this misconception that I drink a lot more coffee than I do. The times that I do are like, if I go with Caroline for the day, like I'll get a big coffee. Or with Tanya before the meeting, I'll get a big coffee. And then sometimes on the way home with Tanya, I'll get like a fountain pop. And so then if I have a coffee with Caroline during the day, I usually drink that coffee. And then when I come home, I might have another cup of coffee while I'm vlogging or something. That's like a lot of coffee for me. Which is interesting because back in the day, like when I was working back in the day in treatment, oh my God, I drank so much coffee. So I don't really drink that much caffeine anymore. Definitely not as much as compared to like when I was driving around and I would stop in and get a coffee, you know, like at Starbucks or go in and get, you know, a fountain pop at a gas station or something like that. I don't really, you know, I mean, I bought a case of Diet Dr. Pepper. I don't even know the last time I had a Diet Dr. Pepper. It's been a long time. Maybe I need to have one tomorrow on the vlog. We'll see. I'll probably forget that I even said that. So I just don't drink that much coffee, but you know, I had a hard time sleeping, which I don't really have a hard time falling asleep anymore. I can't even really remember, now watch I say this, and tonight I have a hard time. I can't even really, it's so weird because it was such a huge part of me talking over here about I couldn't fall asleep, and people were like, it's caffeine, it's this, it's that, it's your naps. Now, I really haven't changed a whole lot. I mean, I haven't changed my caffeine intake, but I'm just aware of it. I still nap, but in the mornings I just fall asleep. I don't know, you know, I think this is going to sound so crazy, but I think really working on like the peace and serenity in my life and doing inventory and therapy and really asking myself, where am I putting my energy? I think like I feel so much less stressed than I did like 3 or 4 months ago, you know, right when Boo passed away. The anxiety thing still hits me when I wake up. Like when I woke up today, I did feel anxious this morning, but it only lasts a couple minutes. I do these breathing exercises and it goes right away. But nothing like it was before. So I don't know if it's just the work I've been doing or I don't know, maybe the reading. I don't know. Maybe it's a combination of things. I have no idea. But I fall asleep pretty easily when I go to bed, you know, late at night or early in the morning. I fall asleep during my naps too. But, you know, a lot of people were saying it on the vlog, and I was like, you know what, I do want to kind of be aware of, like, my caffeine intake, even though I don't think it really has any. I can drink a cup of coffee. Like, sometimes when we're sitting down here watching a TV show, I'll drink, like, if we're watching 2 of them in a row, like, let's say, I don't know, like, Beverly Hills and, like, Salt Lake, when Salt Lake was on. Like, for the second show, I'll drink a cup of coffee. And then, like, if we're eating dinner during the first one, then I'll, like, drink a cup of coffee for the second one. And then I'll go upstairs and fall asleep and take a nap. I mean, I literally can drink, like, a cup of coffee and fall right to sleep. So I don't really think it affects me. But I also don't want to press my luck, like the game show again. I don't really want to press my luck and drink, like, 3 or 4 cups of coffee late at night. And then maybe I'm wired, you know? I don't know. It kind of depends on the day. So the last couple nights I've been drinking this Tim Hortons decaf coffee when I've wanted a cup of coffee late at night. I actually think it holds up. Back in the day, what is this? Who is texting me? Back in the day, I thought like decaf coffee was so bad. I didn't think that it was that good. I didn't think that it tasted the same. But that Tim Hortons, I don't know which one it is. Here, I'll look it up and tell you. It's a red box. I think it says like the green. The decaf's usually like in green, right? Is it Tim Horton? Is that his name? Tim Horton decaf coffee pods. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody recommended it to me. I don't know why. Oh, here it is, right here. Tim Hortons decaf coffee. Yeah, this is the box I have right here, 24 count. It was $8.89 or $14.23 at Walmart. It says on here. I didn't get it at Walmart, but I like it. If anybody has any suggestions for decaf coffee, let me know. But I like the Tim Hortons. I don't think maybe I bought Tim Hortons regular coffee, but I don't think so. I think I just bought the decaf before. So yeah. The Deep, Nick Cutter was listening to that, and then I was drinking the decaf. I'm kind of all over the place. Okay, let's kind of get back to, why did I just turn the volume down? Or volume up. Okay, let's get back to, I've already talked about what videos I made. Let's get back to last night. Actually, before we get to that, let's get to a candle lighting and pairing, shall we? So I'm down to my I found some, did I tell you guys this? I found some Goose Creek Christmas candles in the garage. Okay. But I did find this candle underneath there. I don't know if somebody sent this to me or if I bought this online, but this is Manly Indulgence. It's what it's called. Why do I feel like this was sent to me? Poured in the USA, Winter's Edge, fragrance notes of apple, winter air, nutmeg, and layered woods. And the brand is MI, Manly Indulgence. I feel like I bought some of them and I didn't. Maybe I don't know. There was some brand I bought that I didn't like the candles. So the cold throw, and what I love about it is it's like the one of those wood things. I love that. The cold throw is not strong at all. I can smell a little bit of apple. But let's light this, and then I want to look this candle up really quick. Okay, so here we go. Let me look this up. Manly Indulgence candles. Manly Indulgence. Oh, pulled it up. Did I look it up before? I guess I must have pulled it up before. The original Manly candle. I don't know what I think about all that. But anyway, Awaken the Warrior. Oh, here it is. A sold out. A Winter's Edge. It's sold out. It's $11.99 before it was sold out. They have a lot of them. They have Bachelor Pad, Last Call, Tailgate, Rugged Spice. Has anybody heard of these before? What do they have? What is this? The signature. This looks, there's something at the bottom. It looks like, I don't know, like they didn't finish the website or something. Oh, and then they have, inspired by daring experiences in the great outdoors, we've blended classic plaids with vintage camping signs. Are these candles too? I'm confusion. Sea Voyage, Full Throttle, Mountain Hike, Night Dune. Oh, let's smell what Night Dune smells like. Oh, it is a candle. Oh, it's kind of like that one, that Palm Springs one that I have outside. These are $9.99. Well, their candles aren't that expensive. A nighttime adventure. Find yourself pushing deeper into the dark forest with this candle full of deep pine notes. Balsam, wild oak moss, and fresh green apple skins. Oh, I think I might like that. Well, depending on what I think of this candle, maybe we'll do that. Apple skins make Night Dune full of mysterious adventure. The candle boasts a high fragrance percentage for a powerful burn packed full of fragrance. Anyway, we'll see what I think of this candle. It's a pretty candle. I mean, it's big. But anyway, okay, so last night, I don't even remember, what did we watch last night? Is today Monday? Yeah, today's Monday. I gotta call Tanya about if we're gonna go to the meeting tomorrow night or not, if she's busy. Last night we watched, Sister Wives was not on last night. I don't think it was. I didn't even check. I guess I should have checked, shouldn't I? We watched White Lotus last night. And then, what did we watch before that? Why can't I remember it yesterday at all? See, I love the sound of that candle. Why does that make me so happy? Why can I not remember yesterday at all? Sunday. We went to brunch. Oh, Alex went over to his friend's house. And then, okay, so Alex went over to his friend's house. I got done with the vlog and got it uploaded because I did that while he was gone. And then when I got it all done, I texted him to see what he was doing, and he said he was going to be over there for about another half an hour, 45 minutes. So I waited for the vlog to get done rendering, and then I uploaded it, started uploading it. And while it was uploading, I took a shower last night. Long, hot shower, washed my hair, used all my native products that I love, and played music and lit a candle, and so it was real cozy. And I brought new fresh pajamas up from the basement, and then I still have a little bit of the Honeycrisp, or I don't know, Honeycrisp apple or whatever it is from Native, the lotion. So I used that lotion, and then I did like some facial like lotion treatments, and then I sprayed that Lush Twilight. I'm down to the very bottom. I'm trying to use like all the coffee that I have. I don't really want to buy any more coffee until I've used the coffee. Candle waxes, I don't want to buy any more candle waxes, at least not until I've got done with the Christmas ones. I think I have like 6 or 7 Christmas ones left, of like just the ones that I bought on Amazon, of the sensational ones, not the apple cinnamon. I'm out of those, but the ones I have left are ones I don't like. One's called like Kitchen Spice, and the other one's called something else. I don't love how they smell. So I'm trying to just use stuff, like, you know, instead of buying stuff that I don't need, like when the candles, like I do need candles after I go through these Christmas ones. But like right now, in the middle, like when they're saying, I haven't checked Max Velocity or Ryan Hall in a couple days, and I keep on seeing the thumbnails and wanting to look at it because they say we're going to get this big storm. But anyway, I mean, it's still cold outside. Today, it was like in the 30s. I was actually going to film that's what I was going to do. I wanted to film outside, but my neighbor across the street, so they're getting their kitchen done. This guy their contractor guy that they hire to do all their jobs. So what they do is they open the garage door, they move their cars out of it, and then he like works in the garage. He's like his table set up and stuff like that. And so he works in the garage, and then so he's like sawing and stuff out there. So when I was out there today, it was like he was sawing and whatever, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be too loud for me to film my video if I film out here today. But it was too cold anyway to vlog outside. I was like, it was the heat just pumped on. Oh, it says it's 44 degrees today. It did not feel like it was 44 degrees at all. It felt cold today. Why does it say we're getting maybe snow on Friday? Are we though? Oh, tomorrow's supposed to be 61. Okay, Wednesday 52, Thursday 43. Friday 47 and showers. There's no way we're having snow on Friday. Oh my God, look at this weather. Is this Indianapolis? Monday 61, Tuesday 69, Wednesday 68, this is next week, Thursday 65, Friday 65, Saturday 62. Oh my God, all next week is going to be beautiful. I cannot wait to sit outside. I'm so excited about it. It's weird, like as we inch closer and closer to spring, it's weird like getting excited about sitting on the front porch. I'm really excited about reading. I thought a lot about the front and the back porch, like what I want to do this year, like how do I want to make it look and stuff like that. You know, it's interesting after reading The Comfort of Crows, because I've always been very concerned with it looking very orderly. And now as I'm into this whole like messy garden thing, I mean, I will never be like super messy. But although I will say, I was sitting out there the other night and I thought, I saw like these little bunny rabbits go running by late at night. I was talking to Nikki and I was like, oh, one night, like one bunny went by, and the next night 2 little bunnies went by. Well, not 2, they were bigger. But anyway, I think next year, I'm not going to clean. Like last year, I raked up all the leaves, all the dead hosta leaves and stuff. So it's like literally just like dead, not dead because it's not alive, but mulch is just like all like smushed out there like dirt. I don't think I'm gonna do that next year. I think next year, because of reading The Comfort of Crows and like the animals and then like the insects that like stay underneath the ground and whatever, and it feeds the ground for next year and makes richer soil, and then the insects that are underneath there feed the animals through the winter and things like that. So I think next year I'm going to just leave the leaves the way that they are. I know when fall comes I'll probably be like, I can't do it, but anyway, I mean, it looks pretty barren out there right now. So last night, so then Alex came home and, oh, I was watching Southern Hospitality when he came home. So I was watching Southern Hospitality when he came home, and it was like 20 till 9. And he said, do you want to watch White Lotus? And I said, well, it doesn't come on until 9. And he goes, okay. And so then he sat on the couch and he was watching Suits on TV. I was watching Southern Hospitality on my iPad. Was that last night? That was last night, wasn't it? So yeah, I was watching Southern Hospitality on my iPad. So then, was that last night? So anyway, I got done with Southern Hospitality. And then, see, because on Sundays, I go through and I uncheck all my things. And then I uncheck all my things, and then I like make my new list for the next week, if that makes sense. So anyway, So we watched I watched Southern Hospitality. He was watching Suits. So then when I got done with Southern Hospitality, he saw like 20 minutes left of Suits. So I sat in the chair and I just kind of like went through my phone and stuff like that. And, I think my vlog was done then. So I like posted my vlog. That was like after 9. Yeah, I did. I like got my vlog done and I posted my vlog. So then we watched White Lotus. I am loving this season of White Lotus. Nikki is starting White Lotus on season 1. So she's watching season 1 of White Lotus right now. It's just, you know, this is like, all the seasons are beautifully shot, but this season is so beautifully shot. I'm like super impressed with it. I love just, I mean, it's like you never know what's going to happen on the show, and I'm just absolutely loving it. So it's just, the camera stopped, and then there was a knock at the door, and I was like, who's at the door? And so I went to the door. It was just an Amazon package. Anyway, what was I talking about before this? I don't remember. Oh, White Lotus. So we watched White Lotus last night, and then we finished that. I almost knocked the lid from the candle. The lid. Do we call it a lid? I call everything something wrong. So is this a lid? And then the glasses. Oh, the whole time that we were watching White Lotus too, I was kind of like checking in to see about my Oscar predictions. It was so weird last night. I think it was while I was waiting for Alex to finish Suits that I was online, and I was kind of like looking to see what awards had already won and stuff. And I was going through Instagram, and like everybody was posting about the Oscars. It felt so weird. It felt kind of very territorial, if you want to know the truth, because I'm like, I love the Oscars. The Oscars are like me and my mom's thing, and I wasn't watching the Oscars last night. I don't know. It felt weird. And then like as I was looking through stuff, because I kept on like refreshing this, I think it was like that magazine Deadline or something like that. It was listing like the awards like as they were won. So I was going in there to see who won and stuff like that. So yeah, so I don't know. I was kind of like, well, I wish I would have recorded the Oscars now, and then I could have watched them afterwards. But then when we got done with White Lotus, I didn't really care, in all honesty. But let's do a check. So then after White Lotus, Alex was going to watch another episode of Suits. So we came upstairs. I was going to lay down and take a nap, because at that point it was like 10:30. And so I was like, I'm going to lay down from like 10:30 to like midnight. I texted Nikki and I was like, how late are you going to be up? Are we going to do puzzles? Because I'm laying down. She was like, get some sleep. And she was like, we'll do puzzles. So Nikki and I were going to do puzzles after I got up. I was folding. Oh my God, I've been doing towels like all day yesterday. I was doing towels and folding towels and all kinds of stuff. So I was like, I got to fold towels when I get up, light my candles, and then I'll call you, and then we can do our puzzles. So anyway, the Oscar nominations, let's discuss this really quick. My predictions. Was I wrong? I was mostly completely wrong. So for Best Actor, I said Adrien Brody. Oh, I also went into the official Academy Awards YouTube channel, and I watched all their speeches last night. So I guess I should have just... You know what? It was actually a really quick way to watch the Oscars. The only thing I really missed last night, I'm sure I could look it up on there too, was the In Memoriam part. My mom loved that part. But actor, I predicted Adrien Brody, and Adrien Brody did win. Actor in a supporting role, I said Yura Borisov, and he did not win. It was actually Kieran Culkin who won. Actress, I said Demi Moore, and it was not Demi Moore. I don't actually have the winners down here, but I just kind of know. It was Mikey Madison for Anora. And then actress in a supporting role, I said Felicity Jones. Why can I not remember who won? Actress in a supporting role. Let's see. The other ones I have, director, I put The Brutalist, and Best Picture, I said Anora, and it did win Best Picture. How did I get Best Actor? Just guessing, I guess. Academy Award winners. Because there is something I want to say about Anora really quick that I did not know. Oh, Zoe Saldana won for, I think that movie's called Amelia Perez or something like that. Loved her speech. And loved the director. Oh, he won 4 Oscars last night. Sean Baker, that was the director of Anora. So I went in and I was Google searching him last night. And Sean Baker is... So apparently Anora is about sex workers. And so, because he said this whole thing about sex workers. I was like, he was talking about how he's made all these movies about... I was like, what other movies has he made? And then I saw somebody had posted something about, and he filmed the whole thing on his iPhone. And I was like... Well, that sounds like Tangerine, and then the movie that I wanted to watch, which I never watched, which was called The Florida Project. And I looked it up, and sure enough, Sean Baker, who directed and won, did he? I don't think he won Best Director. I think he won, did he win Best Director? No, he did win Best Director, because he talked about, his speech was about going to the movie theaters. He was like, have everybody go back to the movie theaters because there's like an experience that you don't like really get, and you're all together enjoying the movie and things like that. He won Best Director too. Hold on a second, let's see. Okay, I'm almost positive. Nor capturing 5 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director, Sean Baker, Best Actress, Mikey Madison, Star-Studded. Okay, so yeah. But when I looked, I was like, then I looked in and I was like, oh, he did Tangerine. Do you guys remember that? I watched Tangerine because it was supposedly a Christmas movie. But it's really about these trans prostitutes that are like on the street, and one gets out of jail, and she's trying to find her boyfriend and all this kind of stuff. It was fantastically done. I loved it. Well, then The Florida Project, and I guess Sean Baker like shot a lot of these movies. I don't know if he shot The Florida Project, but Tangerine was shot on an iPhone, and because somebody said something about like Honora was like only $6 million or something like that. But anyway, so I watched all that. Then I laid down, took a nap, took a great nap last night. Then I got up. And I lit the candle, trimmed the candle wicks first, and picked out my candle wax for last night. And then, which I can't remember what it was, but it was one of my last Christmas ones of 1 cent. I almost said flavor, of 1 cent. Anyway, went through that, got that done. And then now I can't remember. Oh yeah, so then picked that out. Then I went downstairs in the basement. I was listening to Roses Are Red the whole time. And I folded the towels in the basement, got all the towels folded and stuff. And then, oh, I think Alex, like, he was going to start watching Suits. And then, like, halfway through it, he was like, I think I'm just going to go to bed. So he went to bed pretty much when I did, like 10:30 last night. He watched a little bit of it, and then he went to sleep. So, but he was asleep when I got up. So anyway, and then I called Nikki. Nikki and I talked. It was cold last night, so I didn't talk to her for that long outside. And then we decided we're going to do puzzles last night. The puzzles were hard last night. They were like really, really hard. I don't know how many puzzles we did. Here, I'll tell you. I'm getting all these direct messages from people. I'm such an influencer. All these people are buying Comfort of Crows. All these people are downloading the puzzle app. I'm such a, what did she say? I said something to her about puzzles. What did she say? I'm ready for puzzles and TV, she said. Okay, so how many puzzles did we do last night? Oh, she's telling me about the awards that you can win. We did 1. That one was so hard. 2, 3. We did 3 puzzles last night. And I finished Roses Are Red, and then when I finished Roses Are Red, and then she was going to listen to her audiobook and go to sleep. And then when I finished Roses Are Red, that's when I started. I was going to read the graphic novel, but I was just like, no, I just want to start this book, and then I want to watch some TV. So then I listened to the Nick Cutter book. I can't remember what time that was. It was late. When I started watching TV last night, it was late. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe later than that. And that was when I wanted a cup of coffee. Because I was like going through all these shows, and I was like, I feel like I added a show to my list of shows to binge. Hold on a second. Videos this week? No. Okay. Shows to binge. So I was going through all these shows, like trying to figure out what I was going to watch. Oh, I was going through Grosse Pointe Garden Society. Only 1 episode's out. Mare had messaged me about Woman of the Dead on Netflix because the 2nd season's coming out. I didn't watch I don't think there was a trailer for it on Netflix. But then I added like 4 shows on Netflix that I wanted to watch. And then I was like, should I watch a Harlan Coben show? People have been telling me about Balin Out Loud. Nikki was watching it last night. I think Tanya started watching it and said it was good. So I was going to watch that. The Hunting Party on Peacock, it's not all out yet. I was going to watch 0 Day, The Chestnut Man, The Calendar Killer. I had all these different videos or things I was watching. And then I was like, I think I want to watch, I don't even know how it came to me last night, but I was like, I think I want to watch Station 11. I bought the book years and years ago when it came out. I think I bought it on Audible. And I knew the show had come out. I guess it's like it came out in 2021 or 2022. It's 10 episodes. It's on Max. I didn't really know what to expect, except for that I love anything like End of the World, dystopian, zombies. I love any of that kind of stuff. Really about like them trying to survive as a community. And so I started last night watching Station 11. It's not what I thought it would be at all. I mean, at all. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but if you haven't watched it, first of all, I thought it was taking place in New York, and it takes place in Chicago, which feels very close to me because we live like 2.5 hours from Chicago. So it's about, okay, it starts with this guy and like his girlfriend or wife, and they're like at this play, and he like does reviews of plays, I think. And it's like King Lear, I think. And the actor on stage has like a heart attack. And so this guy runs up on stage, and while he's there and the guy passes away, this is all like in the first 5 minutes of it, he sees this little girl there, and he's like, how are you supposed to get home and whatever. So anyway, then over the course of like the first episode, it's like this flu epidemic has hit the world, and like people are dying. It's like 10,000 people in a day die, like in Chicago. And so it flashes back and forth between what happened and then in the future, like the survivors that are left and what they're doing. And it's interesting because they're part of like this traveling Shakespearean symphony. It's really, Lori Petty, isn't it? It's really interesting. It's totally not what I thought it would be at all. But I watched the second episode too. I think I started the third episode. I just was hooked. Because I was like, I'm going to watch an episode or two and then I'm going to watch Ghost. But by then I was like so tired. I was like, you need to go to bed. So I watched, I think I watched 2 episodes and I started the third one. It is so good, you guys. I cannot believe I am so late to the Station 11 thing. I mean, it is really good. Like, phenomenal. I don't know how it's going to end or anything like that. But I am like, last night I could have just binge watched the whole thing and done nothing today. I was like so into it. So something kind of like thriller-esque. I mean, the whole thing is kind of a thriller because it's so interesting because the building that they show at the beginning in Chicago, and it's like right on Lakeshore Drive. I know exactly that building. I know right where it is. And if you live in Chicago, you know that building where they stay and stuff like that. So it's like, it's kind of like, what's the hotel that it's right next to? That old hotel. It's like 3 blocks from the water tower, but what's the old hotel in between? Not the Drake. But anyway, but something really thrilling happens at the end of the second episode. And so I was like, okay, this is gonna get good. And I'm like, I mean, it already was good, but I was like, oh, I'm really excited about this. So yeah, so I watched that last night, and then I went to bed. You know, why is it that, though, do you guys do this if you watch, like, zombie? If you guys have any dystopian shows like this. So, what's interesting about it is that maybe it's because what I'm interested in is not what everybody else is interested in. But when you look at the poster for it, it's like this big arch thing, and it shows these, like, kids, like, walking underneath. Not kids, but they're, like, you know, teenagers, 20-year-olds or something like that, and they're walking underneath it. And it makes it very much look like, what were those dystopian books that came out back in the day? There was like 6 of them. Not the Mockingjay and all that stuff. I liked those. This was a the Divergent ones. It makes it look like the Divergent series, which I think I maybe watched 20 minutes of the first movie, but I didn't watch any of the rest of it. And I didn't read the books. So it kind of looks like super, like, you know, super in the future and whatever, which it is. It's like 20 years. I think it's like 2040. It's supposed to be like that. Something like that, which is weird because it's like not that far away. We're 2025 and they're talking about 2040, right? But it's weird watching it because when you look at like what it says the show's about and like the poster for it, you think it's like super science fiction, and it's not at all. But why, when I watch like these zombie shows and I watch, like, what were Alex and I watching? Oh, when we were watching The Gorge the other night. He's so not fun in these situations because we were watching The Gorge, and they go into the gorge, and there's like all ththese like dead things that are trying to kill him, and they're like shoo, 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 and they're like, you know, whatever. And I'm like in my head thinking like, how would I survive the gorge? And I said to Alex, I said, because he says this with zombie movies, I'll be like, if we had a zombie apocalypse, what would you do? And he'd be like, I just walk out in the zombies and let them eat me because I'm not going to try because there's like no point. I'm like, what? So I'd be left alone by myself to survive a zombie apocalypse? But don't worry about it, because I have a whole plan in place. But anyway, so we were watching The Gorge, and I said, what would you do if you were down in that gorge? He goes, I just let them kill me. He's like, I'm not going to even try to survive. I'm like, you would just give up? He's like, there's no point. Well, the movie is the point, because they get out. So anyway, I just ruined it for you, but you kind of know that the whole time anyway. But anyway, so that's where people are like, you spoiled it. Well, you know that anyway when you're watching the movie. But anyway, so But I watch these things, and why is it whenever I watch these, like, dystopian, end of the world, I feel like I've been watching a lot. This book that I'm reading, The Deep, is kind of about that. I'm always thinking about, like, what would I do? Like, I would board up the windows, and, you know, like, I'd stockpile the basement. You know, like, I'm always in my head, like, thinking, what would I do? Like, where would I keep, like, 10,000 water bottles, and what would I use for a toilet, and stuff like that. Do you guys ever think about that? Do you ever think that stuff when you're reading it, or watching these shows? I always am thinking that way. When I was watching that the Walking Dead, like any of the Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, all of it, whenever I'm watching that stuff, I'm always like in Daryl Dixon, they're like in this castle kind of thing, and I'm always thinking like, well, this would be the room that I would be in, and that would be my escape plan and stuff like that. I'm always thinking that way, like when I'm watching these shows. I know, isn't that so corny? So anyway, I watched Station 11 last night. I watched the first 2 episodes and part of the 3rd one. So, well, actually, you know what? Watch, I'm gonna look on here, and it's gonna say I'm on the 4th episode or something. I'm not that. Station 11, no, I put 3 out of 10. See, I keep a list. Like on Ghosts, I'm on season, it says 1-5, it says 1-5-18. That means season 1, episode 5 out of 18, okay? Haven't started Yellow Jackets yet. Oh my god, Amazing Race comes on this week, I think. Didn't I look this up last week? Hold on a second. I need a new battery, I think, for my mouse. It's not working. Hold on a second. Okay, there it goes. If I start it on the screen and then I follow up with it. Okay, Amazing Race 2025. I think it starts this Wednesday. Didn't I just look this up the other day? March 5th. Yes, it does. It starts on Wednesday. So we got Survivor and Amazing. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. So I'm excited about it. So yeah, lots going on. And then Alex was telling me last night, well, I got to talk to Tanya. She's got back from Florida, so she may not want to go tomorrow. But I think we talked about it when we talked. We didn't talk about it yesterday. When I talked to her about it Sunday, Saturday. When I talked to her on Saturday, we said something about going to the meeting. So I'll have to call her when I get done here and see if we're going to go. So tomorrow, I don't think. We actually changed when we were in our couple session. We changed it. Alex was like, can we start doing Tuesdays again? And so he like fit us in our schedule so we can do Tuesdays again. So we're going to start doing Tuesdays again instead of Fridays because Alex is already all the way over there. And so then I'll just take an Uber over there. And then on the way home on Tuesdays, he's going to drop me by Tanya's like we used to do. And then on Tuesdays, and I told Tanya that. She was real excited. So she's like, so we can go every Tuesday. I said, we don't have marriage counseling every Tuesday. I said, but every Tuesday, I can, you know, Alex will take me, he'll take me over there any day. So he doesn't care. So anyway, so that's Tuesday. Wednesday's Cousin Fun Day. He had like one thing he said he was doing. I think he said he's doing a brunch on Friday or something like that, or dinner with one of his friends. I can't remember. But other than that, we don't really have a whole lot. Countdown to Ultra and going to Florida. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So anyway, yeah. But other than that, we don't really have a lot going on. I'm excited to pick my books for, I know this is so corny that I get excited about this stuff, but I am. I'm excited about picking my books for March. So the books I picked so far are, well, I'm going to finish reading the short story collection Crash Diet by Jill McCorkle. But I also think that I'm going to start reading a book of essays by either the Ann Patchett one that I bought, or I have 2 by Margaret Wrinkle, who wrote The Comfort of Crows. So I'm going to pick one of those, I think, and then that'll be 2 books. And then Life as We Knew It, which is book 1 out of 4 by Susan Pfeiffer. That's going to be my 3rd book. And then, oh, I have Fangirl, the manga part 3. I'm halfway through it. I've like never finished it. I've got to finish it. So that'll be the 4th one. I think when I finish that one, I may go in and finish Check Please, because that one is sitting on top of all of my meditation books in the bathroom, and I haven't finished that one yet. I started it, I just was really not into it. So maybe I'll read a little bit of those each night, and then I'll finish both of those. And then, what else did I have sitting out there? I had something else sitting out there. Maybe that's it. I can't remember. But I'm trying to do like 1 book of short stories. I think Shirley Jackson I'm going to do next in April. Unless I finish the Crash Diet ones, and then I'll do Shirley Jackson. I think I need to look through the bookcases. I put a bunch of stuff over there the other night. I need to look through the bookcases, because I think last summer, didn't I buy a bunch of short story collections? And I know I bought a new Jill McCorkle one, and Stuart O'Nean short stories. And I think I bought Shirley Jackson, who wrote The Lottery. I want to read that. And there's also, I have the Audible. I looked on here, We Always Lived in the Castle. I think that's what it's called. I didn't realize I had the audio of that. Shirley Jackson, We Always, here it is, We Always Lived in the Castle. What is it about? I think her stuff is so spooky and I really want to read it again. Read it. I haven't read it at all. We've Always Lived in the Castle is a 1962 mystery novel by American author Shirley Jackson. It was Jackson's final work and was published with a dedication to her publisher. Okay. I don't want to read what the point is. Shirley Jackson books. I'm going to see, because then I'll know like which ones of hers I have. Okay. The Haunting of Hill House. I've seen it. I don't want to read the book. Okay. We've Always Lived Here. What's the one book that Show More that I bought? The Story We Used to Tell. Maybe I bought that short story collection. No. The Lottery. That was such a good short story. It's so weird. I can remember, like, you know, my undergraduate degree is in English, and I can remember, why is it not pulling up the one that I was thinking about? It was a book that I saw on some TV show, and I was like, what are other authors like Shirley? Southern female Gothic authors. I can remember being in my English classes, like my first 2 years of Flannery O'Connor. That's who I was thinking of. Oh, Carson McCullers. I bought a book of her short stories too. Oh, Harper Lee, but she didn't write any short story books. Okay. Ooh, let's look at, I said 7 new Southern Gothic novels by female writers. This came out in 2023. Let's see if I've read any of these. Atomic Family. I should try some of these, shouldn't I? The Body in Question by Jill Cement. What is this? She is juror C2. He is juror F17. Together they are sequestered with a jury in a sleepy Florida Econo Lodge. Granted no as the grisly details of the case emerge, a rich white teenager has been accused of murdering her baby brother. The two jurors begin a secret affair, but tensions rise during deliberations when these lovers learn they're on opposite sides of the case. How good does that sound? Oh my god, what is this one? Hold on a second. The Book of Essie by Megan McLean. Essie's 17 years old and pregnant. Her family isn't happy. They're the stars of the hit reality TV show 6 for Hicks, which features Essie's father, Jethro Hicks, and his megachurch damnation style preaching. Everyone's desperate to keep Essie's. Oh my god, why do all these sound so good? I'm definitely getting The Body in Question. And they have Gillian Flynn, Sharp Objects. I loved that. Oh my god, I watched that TV show. It's so good. Florida by Lauren Groff. It would be impossible to write about the new Southern Gothic without including Lauren Groff. Florida is a short story collection exploring the wild, almost mythic landscape of Florida. The collection introduces readers to a range of haunted characters, including an unnamed mother who appears repeatedly. She constantly wrestles with the confinement of her life. I'm going to get that short story collection. Salvage the Bones by Jessamine Ward. Oh, this one looks good. This is about a hurricane in Louisiana. The mother is dead, their father is absent, content to drink himself to oblivion. As Hurricane Katrina gets closer, her brothers are concerned mostly with their prize pit bull, China, who's just given birth to a litter of pups. See, this is what I love about these stories. I just think that they're just so beautifully done. Okay, I'm going to buy some of those books. I'm going to buy, I can't stop. Okay, but what's the Flannery O'Connor one? I feel like I saw somebody in a TV show reading it and it made me remember Flannery O'Connor, her books. But what's the books that she wrote? Wise Blood. That was it. Everything that rises must converge. I read that when I was in college. Good Country People. Maybe I should buy some of her short story collections. I feel like I did that. Well, Wise Blood, I have that. I'm going to read that this summer. I'm so excited about reading this summer on the patio outside with like coffee and lemonade and iced tea. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway, it's going to be so much fun. You know what? I'm going to make this a little bit shorter of a vlog tonight. I'm going to get off here. Check in with Alex, who is binge watching Suits, which I'm going to call Shits from now on. I I have not done a vlog shorter than an hour in a long time. So this is a catch-up vlog. This is a catch-up vlog, okay? Now, if you've made it this far in the vlog, what I would like you to do is... Are there art supplies? It's an emoji. I'm like, what's an art supply? No, I know what we're going to do. Whatever the thing you're most looking forward to in summer, put it as an emoji in the comment section below. I should probably just pick an emoji, shouldn't I? You know what? I always do blue hearts. Let's do purple hearts. If you made it this far, purple or green hearts, put it in the comment section below. Purple or green hearts, because I did blue and red the other day, and then I usually, and like blue is mine, you know, but purple or green hearts, put it in the comment section below if you made it this far into the vlog, which I hope you did, because it's a short vlog tonight. It's not like an hour and 30 minutes. It's a catch-up vlog. You can go catch up on the other vlogs that you left off because you didn't. It was too late. You got too tired and fell asleep and stuff like that, because my voice is so soothing. Anyway, yeah, I gotta start putting together a list of books I'm gonna read this summer too. So excited about lists. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Monday and that your week is getting started off great. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.